What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another video. So today I want to talk about a little bit with on the topic of just Nintendo, because honestly I don't even know what the hell is going on here. I mean, they're just pulling off a lot of different controversial moves. I mean, I don't understand what their thought process is behind all this. And I'm not really a person that really cares too much about Nintendo politics, but this is kind of like one of those moments where everyone's just like, dude, really? Why are you doing stuff like this, So it started off when they canceled the Melee tournament because they were using this special mod that lets you play Melee online, because of course with COVID going on, you're not really able to play face to face, because you could actually infect someone with the virus if you're a carrier. So yeah, that's the whole reason why they want to do that Melee tournament online. But of course Nintendo, knowing that it's a slight modification, they see it as disrespect for their property, and they basically canceled the tournament for that reason. So the only way they could play on this tournament, they took that away. And they did the same thing with the Splatoon tournament. They had all these names called #freemelee. And, they didn't want any controversial stuff happening within their channel while they were streaming the entire tournament. So they canceled that as well. So yeah, basic Nintendo controversy, they're trying to protect their, intellectual property. So they end up, canceling the entire tournament just because they had a simple mod in there. I mean, if we're being honest, they don't make money from, Melee anymore. That game's, years old. It's already done, man. They're not going to make money at all, so I don't see why it matters so much, That's kind of one of those things I just don't get. And, canceling the Splatoon tournament because they protested, dude, come on, man. And then what makes this situation even worse was that, maybe I think, on September, they gave a cease and desist order to some guy that was making these, Etika, dedicated Joy-Con skins. Well, not actual Joy-Cons. They weren't selling full Joy-Cons. They were just selling, the little, I guess the little template, so you could just I guess surgically remove the old skin and you could just put that one there. So it was a very unique design. It had Joy-Con boys on the bottom. It was white and black. It was pretty much Etika's theme, and it was to honor him due to the fact that last year or the year before, he actually ended his own life due to a lot of demons that he was fighting within his head. So he wanted to make this little thing just so he could, give money to charity. So of course the charity that they were going to send money to was basically, I think some sort of, a little cause for mental health. I think that's what it was. I think that was the theme of the little charity that he wanted to do. So anyways, Nintendo canceled that too. They gave him a cease and desist order, to not, sell those things. And they weren't even full Joy-Cons. They were just skins. But of course, since it's modifying their intellectual property, of course Nintendo had to take action, which this is kind of one of the more bigger things within the realm of them screwing up. Especially for, the fact that you're honoring someone that's, given Nintendo so much support, the fact that, they would live stream Nintendo games all the time. He was very respected within the Nintendo community, the streaming community. He was very high-spirited. He was always passionate about Nintendo, and they knew that. And then they just, turn on him like that, that it's very disrespectful, especially for someone that recently died, That's a big fuck you to him. At least that's the way I see it. I'm sure a lot of you guys see that too. I mean, you don't just do that to one of your supporters that recently passed, That's extremely disrespectful. I mean, that's I know they have every right to do that, but there's kind of this question of morals, is this a morally good thing to do? It's kind of dishonoring the dead, and that's just too far, man. And what makes this even worse, because I thought the controversy was gonna end there. I thought they were gonna screw up until another few months. But then I found out from Gilva Center. I'm sure you guys know who he is. He's pretty when it comes to the soundtrack community for Nintendo, he's one of the top YouTubers there. He always posts different soundtracks for different games like Zelda or Mario or whatever, Final Fantasy. He's one of those people. And I actually heard on Twitter that they pretty much they pretty much struck down all of the the soundtrack videos, or like most of them, or they're going to. I don't know what's going on right now, but yeah, they're aiming to like just take down all those soundtrack videos. And like it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, like he's like every single time I went on into like his videos like to hear a soundtrack, I don't think I've ever gotten an ad once. I don't even think he's monetizing the videos. Yet even then, they still want to take it down. It's unbearable. Like the fact that they're doing all this stuff is just so stupid, and the fact that they're doing it in such a fast pace, you know, like all at once. And like not even in between months or anything. Like they're just doing this within the span of days. All this controversy like is just happening all at once, which is just crazy. And a lot of people are just really sick of Nintendo's shit when it comes to this. And these controversies like don't only affect like the Nintendo community. I mean, like it's catching the attention of like literally everyone. I mean, people from PlayStation, people from Xbox, and even PC players are like looking at this and they're just wondering like, dude, what the hell is going on here? You know, like we're like Nintendo's just like on their own weird trip. I don't even know what's going on with Nintendo anymore. I mean, they keep striking down stuff because it's their own property, you know. Like I'm honestly scared to have any sort of soundtrack on my videos. That's why I haven't really been posting a lot of videos that have soundtrack, because I don't know if my video is going to get struck down at any point. So, like, you know, why use them, like, if it's going to offend them, apparently. But, yeah, that's what's been going on. Honestly, I think it's a very stupid situation. I mean, Nintendo should just stop doing that. Like, I don't see why it matters so much to cancel a Melee tournament, like, especially during a pandemic where we're supposed to social distance. And the only way to play Melee, like, competitively is to do it online with that mod. Like, there's no other way to do it. But yet they took out their... well, pretty much their only way to do that. Especially for Splatoon. I mean, like, just for protesting and putting free Melee, like, on your name. Like, they canceled the entire finals for that? Like, really? And, like, you know, disrespecting Etika by, like, making that guy stop, like, producing all those Etika-themed Joy-Cons. And the fact that they're striking down on, you know, soundtrack videos. Like, come, like, dude, like, that's enough, man. Just stop with your bullshit. Just let everyone be. I mean, it's not hurting anyone. I just don't understand. It's not hurting anyone. And like the guy that's selling Joy-Cons, he's not selling full-on Joy-Cons, dude. He's just selling those little skin templates so you can put on yourself. That's it. I don't see the problem here. But who knows? Nintendo's being stupid right now. I'm hoping they could change their shit later on. Because, you know, like everyone's just pissed off, including myself. And, you know, I'm not someone that usually gets involved with this stuff, but, you know, there's a point in time where, like, you do have to step in for a second, and like, you ever have like one of those moments like in the world where like literally everyone in this planet just turns their attention to one thing? This is one of those moments. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with Nintendo. Maybe they'll fix their shit. I don't know. I don't understand why they're doing all this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my take on this whole thing. Make sure to subscribe for some more Nintendo-related content. My name is Triforce Addiction. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you.